Jason, oh my goodness, this facility is absolutely huge. There's a different machine every single direction that you look. It's quite exciting to be here. So Jason, for the audience and for people who don't know, what is it you're producing here at PHINIA?
Historically, we've produced rotary diesel fuel pumps, but now we've moved into heavy-duty diesel injection systems as well.
So who are your customers then?
Tier 1 engine suppliers for the agricultural, industrial, marine applications.
So I'm guessing customers that we're not allowed to say, but we know.
Yeah, you'd know, yeah.
So where do you even begin when you're looking at a new production line then?
Well, we come up with the concept first. We identify the areas where we need to make improvements with productivity. We would then go out, look at various machine manufacturers, talk to them, come up with the concept, and then put them out for tender.
So tell me more about the production line that was here and kind of why you've had to change it.
Well, we had 2 banks of 5 machining centres performing each operation. They were 20 plus years old. Good at the time, seen better days. We were losing a lot of time for downtime on the machines, and the quality wasn't great either. So we identified this as a potential area to actually make an investment.
And what goes through your head? How do you even start with this?
Well, we look at what machines are out there, try to find what benefits we can get. At the end of the day, we need to make the process much faster than it was originally. We need to make it more efficient and ideally take up less floor space.
Well, of course, we're standing in front of 6 brother machine tools. How in depth did you do your research then?
Well, we went right down to looking at the chip-to-chip times on the machines. So like the existing machines, the chip-to-chip time was 6 seconds per tool. On these machines, it's around 1.5 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So when you start looking at, we're using 15 to 20 tools in the machining operation. That takes a lot of time wasted where we're actually just tool changing. Also the machine speeds, the rapids on these machines are a lot quicker than the older machines. The original machines were only running 1 fixture, we're going to multiple fixtures, and all of that builds into actually improving the cycle time. We actually found a lot of the tooling that we put on here is still the tooling from the original machine.
Oh, really?
But we've got a massive improvement basically because of how fast the machine operates.
So is it just time that you're chasing?
Time's important, but quality is obviously a big consideration, and reducing scrap costs as well, which we're finding something that we're getting with these machines.
So why does that benefit your customers then?
Well, the less scrap we produce, the less faults we produce, the less PPM we get a customer, which is one of our major targets. The original machines we had 2 banks of 5 machines doing the first op and the second op. The first op on, say, one standard main runner component would say we'd do about 54 an hour. It then go to a subsequent op where we do it, and then before that, then move on to what we call the second op. We're now doing that whole op plus the subsequent op, and we're getting at least 54 an hour now, but we're aiming with some improvements to actually get that even faster.
So you've increased the operation?
Yes. Yeah, so when we first started, we were running 3 shifts. We managed to reduce that to 2 shifts. And then with the amount of hours, so we were spending 21 hours in a day to actually machine the parts, and we were still having to run overtime to actually meet that target. We're now down to around about 15 hours, but with the improvements that we're actually making now, we're hoping to get that around about 10 hours to produce the same amount of parts that we were doing 18 months ago.
It's ultimately all about efficiency.
Yes, yeah.
So the machines are doing what you need them to do. What is it that Whitehouse have done differently for you then?
Whitehouse have just been, right from the outset, we found that they were very easy to work with. I'm quite picky about how I want things done, and I'm sure they enjoyed some of the conversations that we've had, but they've tried every time to give me what I've asked for.
So it's clear that you're making productivity gains, but how are you going to continue with all of these efficiencies then into the future?
Well, one of the projects that we're actually working on is actually back here. We're actually looking at automating the line, and you can see the large gantry in front of the machines. Yeah, so we're working on this line first, which we hope to finish in the next couple of months. the line behind us, the second op line. We'll then move on to that one. But then for the rest of the site, we are looking at moving into automation wherever we can actually introduce it.